Hi guys, it's me Sam. Just a quick little video lesson for you. I love playing the blues. One of my favourite parts about playing a blues progression is the turnaround. For those of you who don't know what a blues turnaround is, it's basically the last two bars of your blues progression. You're going to go from the 1 chord over to the 5 chord. For those of you who don't understand that, that's going from the E chord to the B chord, presuming I'm in the key of E, which I'm going to be in today. It's my favourite key. I think the reason why it's my favourite key is you've got all of these open strings, which are going to work really nicely for your E minor pentatonic. Of course, if you look at that first position of E minor pentatonic, I've got all of my open strings to utilise there. You know, one of my favourite things to do is some of those pull-off licks. And that was even a turnaround, you know. I went from the 1 chord to the 5 chord at the end. That's the B7. Yeah, so let me talk to you about a few cliches in terms of turnarounds. Cliche doesn't mean it's a bad thing, it just means it's used a lot. One thing you see quite a lot of the time, something that bass players do a lot, is you start on the 1, which is the E, and do this chromatic descent. Hey presto, I end up on a B. So that's E to a B. And I can do that also. Another chromatic thing. That's another one you hear a lot of bass players do. And one of my favourite turnarounds that I do is a combination of the two. I've got the descending and the ascending. If I play those together, you get that kind of thing. So let me do that real slow. I'm starting with an octave, I've got E and E. And then I've got 5th fret, which is a D string, D note on the A string. And a fret number 6 on the D string. And then I'm doing a chromatic move, one's going down, one's going up. And then the same chromatic move, but because I don't have big Jimi Hendrix fingers, I'm going to get it here. And from there, I end up on B, and it's almost like a sigh of relief when you get to that B. It's nice. So that's a good one. You don't have to play it like that as well. You can also and then maybe like some open string licks at the end. So there's one. I'll show you a few more. So perhaps the quintessential turnaround is sort of the Robert Johnson thing, where you've got the pedal note, you've got the E. Here we go. We've all heard that one a million times, you know, and that's even a little ZZ Top where they took that influence from. We've heard that kind of thing. So what I'm doing there, again, it's another chromatic move. I'm starting on an E, and then I'm going to that D, and I'm gradually ending up on B. And then after that, there's another chromatic move. I'm going A sharp, B7. It's always fun to give the whammy bar a little wiggle on those chords. So there's another one for you. So that's got a pedal note. That's what I mean by pedal note. I've got an E that reoccurs. Another popular turnaround that's got an E that reoccurs as sort of a pedal note is this one. That's sort of like Dust My Broom, that's got that turnaround in. And you can do that with your pick. And if you do it with your pick, you've got to worry about muting, because the notes I'm playing here, that's on the A string and this is on the G string. So I've got that fellow in the middle that I need to silence. So my left hand's working hard to keep that quiet. You can see that I'm using the underside of my index finger to mute that. And then again, same little move. You don't have to do that move, you could maybe embellish a little more, you know, there's no rules. Yeah, so that's that one there. You could use your fingers, you know, that might be a little easier. I like to keep the pick in my hand when I'm using my fingers, and that's the old Eddie Van Halen technique of putting it in your middle finger and just closing it up, and it's safe in there. So there's another one. Have I got any more? Yeah, how about this kind of thing? That kind of thing there. That's on the G and the E strings. Again, I'm using my E to begin with. That kind of thing. One of my favourite blues players is Stevie Ray Vaughan. Fantastic player. Perhaps the greatest blues guitar player of all time, at least in my opinion anyway. And going back to those open strings, he utilised those a lot as well. I believe his favourite key was E. I think it's perhaps a guitar player's favourite E. But you know, he did all of these, you know, all of those kind of ideas. You know, you've got your pentatonic scales. Doing lots of pentatonic licks and just making sure that the last note I play is a B, and if you do that, you've got a turnaround. So there's a few of my favourite little turnarounds for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in another video very soon. Thanks guys, bye.